You might have thought that the whole Horner allegations drama is over, but you're terribly wrong, as it seems that the Verstappens are now very keen on seeing the British team principal gone from Red Bull. Jos Verstappen, known for being one of the most controversial figures around, didn't disappoint one more time as he dropped a bombshell on Christian Horner, which now definitely will turn things upside down in Milton Keynes and could potentially have detrimental consequences on the team this season. When Red Bull cleared Horner from all allegations just days before the first race of the 2024 season, we all thought this is it, and the British team principal had won in the battle against Helmut Marko and the Verstappens, knowing all of their history going back last year. While last year they were just that, rumours, it has been proven recently that there was indeed an internal power struggle in Milton Keynes that put Horner against Helmut Marko and Jos and Max Verstappen, and it became clear that they were not going to give up easily in trying to remove him from his role of head of F1 operations. Approximately 24 hours after Horner was cleared of any wrongdoing, a pair of anonymous email addresses circulated a collection of documents they claimed were relevant to the case. These emails, containing a link to a Google Drive file with the documents, declared, "In light of Red Bull's recent investigation and statements, you may find the attached materials of interest." The recipients of the email numbered over 100 individuals, including prominent figures within Formula One, the FIA, current team principals, and accredited media members, and surprisingly or not, Jos Verstappen was also among those who received the email. Red Bull has not verified the authenticity of the documents or whether they've been tampered with, but the team relayed a statement from Horner in the Bahrain paddock. The distribution of the dossier to the Formula One community in such a widespread manner, despite uncertainty surrounding the authenticity of its contents, suggests a concerted effort by certain parties to undermine Horner, despite his recent exoneration. And although the investigation into Horner came from a complaint by a female employee, the public dissemination of the case hints at ulterior motives, possibly involving power dynamics within the F1 arena. Speculation has arisen regarding tensions between Red Bull's Thai majority owners and the Austrian component of the energy drinks company, though no official statements have been made. The timing of the anonymous emails emerging just after the conclusion of the investigation and amidst ongoing F1 activities appears quite calculated to tarnish Horner's reputation. Earlier in the day, rival F1 teams had called upon Formula One management and the FIA to intervene, advocating for increased transparency regarding Red Bull's handling of the situation. On race day, Horner made a deliberate statement by appearing alongside his wife Jerry, a move interpreted by some as a defiant display of support that drew attention to him when discretion might have been preferable, especially following Red Bull's dominant performance in the Grand Prix. During his media session, Horner reiterated his stance of refusing to address the leaked documents, dismissing them as anonymous speculative messages from an unidentified source. And when asked about the authenticity of the messages, the team intervened, preventing Horner from responding. Nevertheless, Horner remained resolute in his belief that he would continue to lead the team throughout the season, though comments from others cast doubt on that statement. But Jos, known for his resilience in getting whatever he wants, of course would not leave this be, and in completely his fashion dropped a bombshell statement that is a direct attack on Horner. Here's the quote: "There is tension here while he remains in position. The team is in danger of being torn apart. It can't go on the way it is. It will explode. He is playing the victim when he is the one causing the problems." The comments have not only intensified pressure on Horner, but have also indirectly called for his removal, further ensuring that the lead up to the upcoming Saudi Arabian Grand Prix will be overshadowed by ongoing turmoil. Verstappen's remarks made in interviews with UK newspaper The Daily Mail and Dutch publication The Telegraph following his son Max's victory highlight his belief that Red Bull Racing is facing an unsustainable situation under Horner's leadership. Despite Horner's efforts to emphasise the team's unity after the race, Verstappen warns of escalating tension within the team and suggests that it may soon face internal upheaval. The leaked documents, regardless of their authenticity, serve as a significant destabilising factor, with team members both on the track and at the factory unable to ignore this situation. Horner's leadership, which may have initially garnered support during the investigation, is now being called into question, potentially eroding trust and cohesion within the team. Additionally, external pressures from Red Bull's partners, such as Ford, demanding transparency and resolution, further complicate the situation, particularly given Red Bull's reluctance to disclose the investigation's findings to protect privacy. Jos Verstappen's involvement in Red Bull racing goes far beyond that of a typical racing parent, as he holds significant sway and influence within the organisation, particularly regarding matters concerning his son Max. The Verstappen camp's impact on Red Bull's F1 operations, including discussions about team management and strategy, cannot be overstated, and their presence is not just symbolic. They have a tangible seat at the table within the team's hospitality units at races. By publicly expressing dissatisfaction with Horner's leadership, Jos Verstappen effectively undermines him and indirectly advocates for his removal, and this stance also reinforces the perception within the F1 community that Red Bull's F1 organisation is divided into opposing factions. Since the passing of Red Bull co-founder Dietrich Mateschitz in late 2022, there has been speculation about potential shifts in the company's approach to its F1 program. This speculation appears to be manifesting now, with Horner purportedly enjoying support from one side, including the Uvidia family, who hold a major stake in Red Bull's parent company. Conversely, the Austrian contingent of the parent company, led by Red Bull executive Oliver Minzlaff, seems aligned with the Verstappen camp. As this unfolds in the period ahead of us, whether Horner will crack under pressure or not, it's still unclear. And while the investigation into Horner's conduct was conducted with due diligence, it has become intertwined with broader conflicts within Red Bull. And this hints at an underlying power struggle and marks the onset of an open rift within the organisation. Horner, Red Bull Racing and the broader Red Bull organisation can no longer afford to disregard the escalating tensions within the team, and emergency discussions likely will happen to address the situation before the upcoming race in Jeddah next weekend. If left unattended, the pressure will play out in full view of the entire F1 community, including Max Verstappen, who will inevitably be drawn into the fray whether he likes it or not. Remember, Max had initially said, "It's not our business," referring to himself and Red Bull's trackside team, and when asked if he still had faith in Horner's leadership, replied, "Listen, when I look at how Christian operates within the team, he has been an incredible team boss, so absolutely, from the performance side of things, you can't even question that. That's what I'm also dealing with. I speak to Christian a lot, and also, of course, throughout the weekend here, he's fully committed to the team. He's also here for the performance. Of course, probably a little bit distracted, but we just focus on the performance side of things, and that's how we all work together." Max had previously had to navigate through provocative remarks from his father, such as when Jos Verstappen published a blog post on the official Verstappen website in response to perceived favouritism towards Perez during the 2022 Monaco Grand Prix. However, the current situation surpasses previous incidents, particularly given the timing, just over 24 hours after Max publicly commended Horner during the post-qualifying press conference in Bahrain. Despite Max's apparent support for Horner's performance within the team, the recent statements from Jos cast doubt on the team boss's position, diverting attention away from on-track performance. The scrutiny and speculation surrounding Horner's leadership appear insurmountable, with further challenges likely to emerge. Partners demand clarification. F1 and the FIA express concerns about the championship's integrity, and rival teams push for transparency. The situation is definitely unpredictable. How Horner responds, what actions Red Bull takes, and whether Jos Verstappen escalates his criticism remain uncertain. What is clear is that the hope for a swift resolution following the investigation is now definitely gone, with the controversy now threatening to unravel in a destructive manner for Red Bull in a season where they're expected to again dominate each and every race like last year. But there is a big difference now, because last year the team wasn't actively trying to implode. So what do you think about this new development in the Horner drama? Could this spew onto the track and weaken Red Bull going forward? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you very soon in the next video.